Yeah, by the way, we don't need you to speak for us, okay? So, all you people that are connected to the Coalition to End Homelessness in Victoria, BC, all of you people in the that are part of the newscast and stuff like that, and all you fake advocates and fake people with fake lived experience. We don't need you to advocate for us, okay? We don't need you to talk for us. We don't need you to hold a camera and say, oh yeah, we're going to build this building over here for the marginalized communities. Shut the fuck up. Listen, you guys already had your time, okay? You had your time to act like you're out here trying to help us, okay? You're a liar. Accept it. You might be able to fool the rest of the majority of the public in Victoria, British Columbia, because the majority of them haven't been homeless and don't actually know what's going on out there, including yourself. So I don't know why you're talking for us or advocating for us. We don't need you, okay? So what you can do is give us the opportunity to speak for ourselves. And I know you're not going to do that because that wouldn't align with your guys' agenda, right? On capitalizing and profiting from homelessness. You're trying to get yourself a job. You are trying to employ yourself and your friends and your family. That's all you're doing. When you're talking about, oh, we're building this building and we're doing this and the coalition and I'm optimistic in the city of Victoria and all this bullshit. We know the city of Victoria and council are a bunch of fucking liars, okay? They've already proven themselves to be a bunch of manipulative liars. So we know that we don't have their favor. We know that they're lying and they're a part of this pyramid scheme that profits from homelessness. And we know you're all fake. So what the fuck are you doing out there talking about what you're trying to do to help us? You've lost your opportunity. Your time is up. It's over. If you want to prove that you're advocating for the homeless, get somebody that is an actual homeless person or that has spent 10, 15 years homeless and can verify that, okay? And have them advocate and speak for the homeless people and ask them if they agree with what he's saying. Go show my video. Go play that to every homeless person on the Pandora Strip, what I just said, this little video, and ask if they want me to advocate or speak for them versus you. Okay? How about that? And then give me the job. Give me the employment. If the other people aren't ready for it, that are still going through homelessness and they still have to go through a process, and they still got to get housed and they still have to work on addiction or alcoholism or whatever it is that's, slowing them down because of what you guys are doing to stand in our way. You're causing that. You're causing the mental health, the addiction, the homelessness, and poverty. You're literally creating it. You're causing it. You're standing in our way. And you're advocating for us so that way you can employ yourself and you can raise funds and ask for money from the public and say, we're doing all this great work. Look at what we're doing. No. Listen, your time is up. You've lost your opportunity. If you really stand on what you're saying, then get somebody from the actual homelessness community that's lived in Amwin House, that's lived in the Salvation Army, or does still, currently, that is well enough to take on that position, okay? But, the problem is when I was out there suffering, I didn't have the energy to take on this city and all of its corruption. Now that I've been housed for a year and a half, I have the energy and the means and the ability to do that, right? So maybe we should just go ahead and ask the homelessness population, who do you want to speak for you? Here's a 10-minute video from her. Here's a 10-minute video from him. Here's a 10-minute video from him. Who would you guys like to advocate for you and speak on your behalf? And who would you like to have employed to organizations and get funding to run programs and structure the way things should be around homelessness? Because if you ain't willing to do that, then you're a fucking liar, okay? Period. You're a liar. And you're only out for yourself and your own benefit to get a job, to get funding, to get money so you can pocket it and put a little small percentage towards the cause and say, look at all the great work we're doing. No. Save the homeless people. Save the guy that's on disability that got housed, that is hanging on by a thread, okay? Eating pizza every day to survive and can't get a job around homelessness, but he's more qualified than any of you that are in the coalition or that are employed to any of these organizations, okay? You guys are generating all this money, but a homeless guy that, like me, can't get in, can't get a grant, can't get no funding, can't get a job. You're not even offering an opportunity to me. There's no employment program, so you're a fucking liar. You're all a bunch of liars, and I'm calling you out by name. I will be there out in the streets to look you in your fucking face, okay? And how are you going to look at me in the face knowing that I did 15 years in the streets and people know that, you know what I'm saying? And it can be verified. Still city tatted to my fucking wrist, Hamilton. You know what I mean? Real fucking gangster shit. Real street dude. Real dude that's trying to fucking change things, and you guys are standing in my way. Okay? And we'll see. We'll see how fucking cool you really are. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how much really lived experience you really got. Because the guys that are claiming addiction and homelessness and all that shit, if I fucking come and stand in front of you and look at you in the face, I'm gonna know, okay? If you really been to jail, if you really been homeless, if you really went through addiction. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't, I might pull your fucking card. You know what I'm saying? And I know that you're afraid of that, okay? So how about just stop faking? You know what I mean? Stop lying. And if you really want to create opportunity for people, marginalized communities, and people that are in homelessness and have been homeless all their lives, then start putting them in position. Start employing them. Start creating employment opportunities for them. Programs, training. Okay? The guy that made it into a place and still can't get a job, offer him a job. Create a job. Create the opportunity. If it doesn't exist, make it exist. And then call me and say, hey, we have this position, we have this, we got this, and the reason why we're reaching out to you and offering this is because we want to change the way things are, and we need somebody that really is from the street to organize these things and to participate and structure these things, okay? And we need you to advocate for the people if they're interested in that. But I guess it doesn't really matter because you guys are advocating for all of us and everyone in the street and homeless, never been homeless, and you don't care if they approve of that or not, do you? Because you don't care. You're there for a benefit, to make money. Your card's getting pulled. I'm advertising this video to the entire population of Victoria. Everybody get out of our way. If you really want to change something, get somebody like me and put me in a situation where I can do that, you know, and change my life financially. And I'll create programs to change other people's lives financially so they can get employed, so they can learn what it takes to work in these fields. You guys are taking all the jobs, taking all the funding, and pocketing it. But the guy that was homeless for 7 years, lived in all these shelters, suffered, blood, sweat, and tears, laying on a mat, dying, can't get in on any of it. I literally tried to get in and they wouldn't let me in. You guys kept me out on purpose because if I get in, then everyone's going to know that your lived experience is fake and you're not a real street person and you have no business advocating or speaking for us. Right? Because then you don't have a job, right? Then you can't fundraise money, right? Oh, okay. Then you can't be a part of the pyramid scheme that profits and capitalizes off the homeless, mental health, and addiction, mass genocide. Oh, okay. Right. Core Resilience, share this video. Tag every politician and every person in the entire city because I'm calling them out.